After receiving an invitation from Jade's Anti-Destruction Alliance, the Astral Express set its course for Himiko's homeland, the world from which the Express set off again after its fall. Plain Arcadia. In this world blessed by the elation, there exists the Phantasmoon Games. Wearing ancient masks of the elation, 8 chosen participants strive to create miracles that moves the hearts and souls of Plain Arcadia's people, hoping to share in the power of the Aeon. Having managed this world for many years, the IPC seeks to profit by controlling this Aeonic game. In response, the Astral Express, too, has decided to enter the fray. Meanwhile, General Yao Guang, the Xianzhou envoy to the Anti-Destruction Alliance, foresaw through divination the great crisis looming over Plain Arcadia. In her reading, the Stellaron hunter Blade, who had arrived for the Phantasmoon Games, would become the source of this impending catastrophe. To uncover the truth behind the coming apocalypse, Yao Guang seized a mask of elation meant for the Stellaron hunters and placed it upon Sunday's face. Thus, due to this unexpected turn of events, Sunday was made a participant in the games. Meanwhile, we journeyed to the school tied to Himiko's family in search of the mask of elation that had once belonged to her. Yet before we could reach it, we were attacked by the streamer Sparksy, a double of Sparkle, who seized the mask for herself. After seeing through the illusion, I encountered a mysterious girl named Evanesia in the school's archive room. With her help, I obtained another mask of her own creation, and thus became a supplicant of the Phantasmoon Games. To defeat supplicant Sparksy, we ventured deep into the Fool's base of operations, the World's End Tavern, and later returned to the school to overcome her. In doing so, we achieved the first miracle of the Phantasmoon Games. The Express hero defeats the villain, spreading the virus. Yet, at the close of the supplicant's first battle, greater mysteries emerged. A stranger appeared, claiming himself to be Himiko's father, and revealed a long-buried tale. 15 years ago, during the Phantasmoon Games, someone known as the Herald of Death went on a murderous rampage.
Miss March, please, look straight into my eyes. Just like that. Perfect. Now, I'll need you to repeat these next few lines after me, and do so in the same tone of voice.
Okay.
The sky is blue, not a dazzling display of sparks.
The sky is blue, not a dazzling display of sparks.
Though dazzling sparks may light up the night sky, they can never outshine the eternal silence of stars.
Are you kidding? That's one sentence? Okay, though dazzling sparks may light up the night sky, they can never outshine the eternal silence of stars?
Very good.
Very good.
The internet is both an umbilical cord and a waste duct for the mind, through which humanity's thirst for elation gave birth to the twisted Sparksy.
Whoa there! That's a bit much. Maybe she can be the one to say it?
These are the test sentences I improvised according to the guidelines from the Human and Intellitron Emotional Baseline Test. I carefully observe the subject's micro-expressions and tone changes at the moment they say the name Sparksy, to check if they are infected by a mimetic virus.
So I passed the test, right?
Given how fascinating your reaction was, I clearly don't need to worry about you. Should you find yourself experiencing any livestream addiction withdrawal symptoms later, feel free to contact the Department of Aberration Defense staff. We'll provide you with a series of corrective behavioral treatments.
You're handling this like a real pro, Miss Kuchiba. Has this kind of thing happened before?
It's impossible to predict what will happen during the Phantasmoon Games. Once, a supplicant reversed the definitions of truth and lies, which nearly caused massive civil unrest. After that incident, we incorporated mimetic treatment into the Department of Aberration Defense's emergency safety protocols. Sparksy Khan didn't cause any casualties this time. But if your partner hadn't stopped Sparksy from spreading the virus, she might have turned into a calamity-level aberration.
You? An aberration? What are you talking about? Though, I gotta say, you do look pretty weird with that mask on.
Don't tell me you're a Cosmicon collective player. The Department of Aberration Defense's hazard ratings are nothing like the power ratings in some card game. Right then, that's all for the required checkup. If you're interested in aberration calamity threat levels and how they're classified, you might want to take a look at this document. However, do bear in mind that causing damage of the aforementioned scale during the Phantasmoon Games will cause you to be classified as an aberration and dealt with accordingly. Before I leave, there's one more thing I need to tell you. Remember Lyndon Scott? The man who served as your tour guide. He was murdered.
What? Though, given how he's behaved, he's definitely rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. But I doubt any of it was serious enough to get him killed, right?
Oh, seems like you are quite familiar with him.
You don't suspect us, do you? I wouldn't exactly call Scott a friend, but we'd never do anything like that to him.
Easy there, young lady. I haven't even started asking questions yet. Of course, there's no way the renowned heroes of the Express would harm some lowly IPC employee simply because they had a problem with him. And more importantly, both of you have solid alibis. The initial results of our investigation suggest his murder might be connected to the Phantasmoon Games. I'm informing you both of this to warn you to be extremely careful. The Phantasmoon Games are far from a simple game intended for passing the time or relaxation. Anyway, I wish you success. Farewell.
Scott. Could he actually... I just can't believe it! But it was Miss Kuchiba who told us, so... it must be true. So, the Phantasmoon Games. Pretty frightening, huh? What's your take? Yeah, I understand what you mean. Scott pops up now and then to give us a bit of trouble. But I'd say he's more of a friend than an enemy, if you know what I mean.
If the killer is here for the Phantasmoon Games, they might become our enemies soon.
The Phantasmoon Games. Good thing Himeko entrusted this mission to the two of us. Who would have imagined that the Great March herself would be stopped at the doorstep in the very first round? Forget it. I'm not like you. I was never hero material to begin with. Normally my hands can't even keep up with my brain when I play video games. You're definitely the right person for the Phantasmoon Games. It's just such a shame. We finally get a chance to vacation in Himeko's hometown. And I thought we'd make some happy memories together. But...
the Phantasmoon Games may be dangerous, but I hope you'll be safe and sound.
Hey, don't look down on me. I, March 7th, am a top-notch nameless who can hold my own. But, look, don't push yourself too hard, okay, you? Remember that we've got your back. Oh, right. Where are Himeko and Mr. Yang? They must be getting examined and interrogated too, right? Why don't you send Mr. Yang a message?
Mr. Yang said he wants to hear what happened between Himeko and her dad.
I can't blame him for being curious. I really want to know too. listen with me to the memories.
This engagement must be no less
Why did you get more love letters than me? Why don't those people in the Go Home Club go home after school?
You're here. Himiko hasn't mentioned her father at all in the time since I boarded. So, what is going on between them? As you were the only one with her at the time, you're the only one I can ask.
Yeah, it really threw me for a sec when you said Himiko's father. But when you think about it, it's only natural that Himiko has a father, right? Not everyone's like me, thawed out of an ice block.
Years ago, the Phantom Moon Games of that year came to be remembered as the Blood-Stained Games. So many parents lost their children. So many people lost those dearest to them. One of the victims was my very own daughter. Upon my return, I stood before her grave where she was laid to rest. Her name was Himiko. This lady who bears her name. Who exactly are you?
15 years ago, when I made up my mind to join this Phantom Moon Games, my father wasn't with me. Even as I fought for my life against the Herald of Death, my father was still off somewhere, wandering the cosmos. Strictly speaking, ever since I can remember, his presence in my life has been as thin as the air in space. So, I would ask you, who bears his name, who exactly are you?
Well, look at you. What are you getting so worked up over? Just a joke. A joke. It's been 15 years after all. And you've grown into such a fine young lady. How could you expect your old man to recognize you right off the bat? So, what's with that gravestone I saw with your name on it then?
When you don't know if you'll live to see tomorrow, there's...
身辺整理を早めに済ませておくのは当然でしょ竜介さん。
竜介さん、どうしてそんなによそよそしい呼び方を。せめて昔みたいに父さんはダメなのか。待った、こちらはまさか姫子。君の子か。
もう話をややこしくしないでちょうだい。
15年ぶりに娘と再会できたと思ったらおじいちゃんにまでなれるとは。いや待て、この子の父親は誰なんだ。
いい加減にして。この子は私の同僚で後輩で友人、そして請求列車の仲間よ。分かった？父さん。
聞いたか？ついに父さんって呼んでくれたぞ。いや、すまないなお嬢ちゃん。危うく姫子の子だと思い込むところだった。 年寄りの悪い癖だな。年頃の子を見るとつい自分にも孫がいたらと思ってしまうんだ。画家という仕事柄、俺は依頼主の要望に応じて創作をするために、人生の大半はさまざまな聖域を行き来しなければならない。そのせいで一緒にいてやれず、寂しい思いをさせてしまったことも分かっている。
寂しい思いね。母さんの葬式で初めて会ったけど、あの時私はもう6歳よ。それはいいとしても、私が風化の呪いに苛まれてた時、その時もあんたは仕事で忙しかったの？
信じてもらえないかもしれないが、あれからずっと姫子のために努力してきた。自分で作ったこの過去の部屋に長らく閉じ込められていて、最近やっと出てこられたんだ。
私が列車のナビゲーターになったことについても何も知らないのね。
ああ、15年の間列車はここに一度も停車しなかっただろう。それに君から生きているという知らせもなかったからな。そしてあの幻月遊戯で起きたことは、超常現象管理局によって全ての情報が秘されてしまった。請求列車についての噂ならいろいろ聞いたし、ナビゲーターの名前を見たこともある。だが同盟の別人だろうと思ったんだ。好奇心に駆られて写真を見つけた時でさえ確信を持てなかった。そこに写っている上品な女性が自分の娘で、無事に一人前になって伝説の人物にまでなっているとはどうにもな。列車と連絡を取ることも考えたが、もしそのナビゲーターが単に名前が同じだけの人だったらと思って諦めてしまった。答えを探さなければ娘が生きている確率は5割のままだが、生きていることを否定する証拠が見つかってしまったら、娘は本当に死んでしまったことになる。俺はずっとこんな馬鹿げた考えを抱いていたんだ。それで姫子、君は一体どうやって？
あんまりここに長居はしたくないの。もう行くわ、校長先生。列車はこの学校を乗っ取ってた聖越者を倒して、15年前のような悲劇が再び起こることを防いだ。あんたも15年前に果たせなかった義務をしっかりと果たすべきよ。学生たちを落ち着かせて、ついでにメディアの質問攻めにどう対処すべきか考えておいてちょうだい。
果たせなかった義務か。まだ許してもらえそうにはないな。お嬢ちゃん、少し話さないか？急にこんなことを聞いてすまないが、姫子は自分の名字について一度も話したことがないのか？そうか。俺が不甲斐ないばっかりにあの子を傷つけてしまったんだな。だが15年前に一体何が？信じられない。風化の呪いを乗り越えるだなんて。伝説の絵師グラフィエがこの星の地表にあるもの全てを絵巻に収めたという話は知っているか？彼女はその偉業を成し遂げるために自分と子孫の命を捧げてある禁忌の取引をしたと言われている。その結果が風化の呪い。グラフィエの血を引く者は大半が30歳を迎える前に命を落とす。青少年の時に手足が花のようにしおれていき、肌が油絵のように乾いてひび割れてしまうのがほとんどだ。姫子も例外ではない。あの子は長年その呪いに苦しめられていた。 何か俺のしたことなどもう重要じゃない。薬乞いの風変わりな療法に博識学会のセラピーまで全て試した。それでも風化の呪いを解くことはできなかった。そこに時間を費やしたせいで俺はあの子が俺を最も必要としていた時にそばにいてやれなかった。俺は所詮無能な父親でしかなかったんだ。俺はしがない婿入りだからな。グラフィエの血を受け継いでいるわけではないんだ。ああ、その通りだな。俺がバカだった。あの子がどうやって乗り越えたかではなく、俺の娘が帰ってきたこと。今一番大事なのはそこだ。それで十分さ。お嬢ちゃん、ぶしつけな頼みだが娘の職場を見学させてもらえないだろうか。これまで娘には十分な愛情を注いでやれなかった。できれば埋め合わせをしたい。娘のことをもっと知りたいんだ。
それは確かに印象的な親子の再会だな。つい故郷でのことを思い出してしまう。
なんか分かったような顔してるけど、印象的ってどの辺が？
俺の両親も仕事で忙しい人で、親子の時間はほとんどなかったんだ。子供だった俺はそれがどうしても不満でな。だが自分が父親になって初めてそばにいたくてもいてあげられないという気持ちを。
Together.
So, did you already promise to give Mr. Ryosuke a tour of the Express? I thought as much. After all, it's Himiko's dad. So, where is he?
Ah, everyone's here. Sorry to keep you all waiting. I'm truly grateful to all of you for looking after my daughter.
Not at all. She's the one who's been taking care of us.
Would you all be so kind as to show me around? So, this is the Astral Express. Really lives up to its reputation. It's even more impressive than I imagined. As to be expected, of course, huh? It's the place where my daughter works. By the way, what's the pay like for a navigator? Does a position come with insurance and an annual bonus?
Talk about parental love. First thing out of his mouth is asking about her salary. Like I'd have a clue. Help! A little backup here? Nice one. Parents can probably relax as long as their kids aren't making less than they are, right?
Really? Don't underestimate me, kid. I've got big shots from across the cosmos on my client list. Well, I wouldn't say my work is worth a king's ransom. My fees are nothing to sneeze at.
Mr. Ryosuke, please rest assured. None of the Express crew ever lack for money. We not only receive support from members of the Genius Society, but also from prosperous commercial worlds, such as the Planet of Festivities.
Ah, good, good. Hearing you say that is a huge relief, Mr. Yang. Speaking of which, what kind of work does being a navigator generally entail?
Don't you underestimate Himeko either. Her daily duties include, charting navigation routes, calibrating warp jumps, and technical maintenance. Not to mention she's always guiding the Nameless on missions.
Oh, my daughter is really something else, isn't she?
Of course! Every time we return safely from a trailblazing expedition, it's all thanks to Himiko's guidance and protection. She's the backbone of the Astral Express. Hey, come on! You're just trying to stir up trouble. If Himiko's the backbone of the Express, then our conductor is the absolute cutest and hardest working of all. Right, Pom Pom?
Oh? We got a new passenger? This gentleman does look kind of familiar. No wonder he felt so familiar. How are you, Mr. Ryusuke?
Conductor? Oh. So you must be my daughter's superior, huh? Well, thank you for taking such good care of her all this time.
Superior? That's way too formal. It's Himiko who's been taking care of the Express and everyone on it.
He's... What is he doing on the Express?
It's all...
込んだんだ。普段姫子がどんな仕事をしているのか気になって無理を言って連れてきてもらった。君の同僚は悪くない。どうか怒らないでくれ。
怒る？怒るわけないでしょ。龍介さん、請求列車へようこそ。他に何かご覧になりたいところはありますか？ご案内しますよ。
不甲斐ない父親と距離を置きたがっていることは分かっている。勝手に君のテリトリーに足を踏み入れてすまない。だが俺たち親子はもう長い間会えずにいた。父として俺は君のことをもっと知りたい。そして叶うならすれ違ってきた過去の時間を取り戻したいだけなんだ。せめて君がここにいる間だけでも今まで父としてしてやれなかったことの埋め合わせをさせてほしい。ダメだろうか。
二人ともパーティー車両に行ってみるのはどうじゃ？シャラップ、飲み物の準備をしておいてくれ。
シャラップ。わかった。茶を入れてこよう。
シャラップは家庭用ロボットの名前よ。行きましょう、父さん。ここでみんなの休憩を邪魔するのも悪いわ。それとあんたも来てちょうだい。個人的な話だけじゃなくて幻月遊戯のことも話したいの。
言っちゃった。姫子のあんな冷たい喋り方、うち初めて聞いたよ。
親子の間に流れる冷たい沈黙を破るために最も理想的な飲み物は熱々のホットドリンクに他なりません。飲んだ人が「熱い!」と叫べばすぐにもう一人から「大丈夫?」と心配する声が返ってきて、そこから会話も自然に展開していくのです。注意、これは単なるジョークではなく凍りついた空気を解消するいわゆるアイスブレイクのコツですよ。
本当に面白いロボットだな。ここは予想以上に居心地が良くてリラックスできる職場のようだ。
なるほど。今すぐ消えましょう。
七死人の仕事は決して居心地が良くてリラックスできるようなものじゃないわ。私たちが相手をするのはほとんどの場合、半物質レギオンのボイドレンジャーに公害が残した虫、ホリジン、そして列車に対して警戒心や悪意を抱く組織だもの。
そんなに危ないのか。なら今回帰ってきたことを機にやめてしまったらどうだ。俺も年を取ったし、グラフィエ学院は新しい校長を必要としている。ちょうどいいじゃないか。
そんなつもりで言ってるわけじゃないって分かってるでしょ。私は一度決めたことは絶対に曲げないの。6歳の時、銀河を旅する話をしてくれたわよね。その時から決めてたの。私はいつか必ず星空に足を踏み入れるんだって。
父さんも冗談のつもりで言ってみただけさ。列車が普段どんなことをしているのかについて俺だって全く知らないわけじゃない。そうだ、列車が来ると知って君たちの冒険団をモデルにした漫画を買ったんだ。
晴天航路モフモフ号かしら。まさかあんたが漫画を読むなんて思わなかったわ。
そうだよな。バットを振り回している主人公のラクーンはあの子がモデルなんだろ。
画家としての目は確かね。ほらこっちにいらっしゃい。二人きりで話す時間を作ってくれてありがとう。
やっと君の笑顔が見られたな。再会してから初めてだ。ところで今回帰ってきたわけを教えてくれないか。
前に言ったかもしれないけど、幻月遊戯のためよ。
ひょっとして15年前に風化の呪いを克服できたのも幻月遊戯のおかげだったということか。
ええ。
なるほど。それなら不思議はない。参加したことがない人にとって遊戯は歴史の文献に残る記録でしかないし、神話のようなものだからな。
でもまさかアイオンのゲームが一夜にして凄惨なものに変わるなんて思いもしなかったわ。湿ゲマは人間性のかけらもない強靭だった。もしあの時私が彼を倒せなかったら二次元シティが彼の餌食になってたかもしれない。旅に出た最初の数年は毎晩のようにあの日のことを夢に見てたわ。あの時の空は血のように真っ赤で、たくさんの血と恐怖と悲鳴で塗り上げたような夕焼けだった。あの男は絵の具のチューブでも絞るみたいに人を折り曲げていびつな粘土の塊のようにし、そうして辺り一面に飛び散る色を楽しみながらこの世界をキャンバスに見立てて塗りつぶそうとしてたの。 最終的に被害者たちの仇を討てたとしても、彼らが生き返ることはない。あの日のことは重い荷物のようにずっと私の肩にのしかかってた。それを手放して初めてこの先の旅路を軽やかに歩めるようになるのよ。
今までよく頑張ったな。無事に戻ってこられて本当によかった。
もう戻ってくるつもりはなかったけど、状況が変わったの。現月遊戯の条件がまた満たされた。わずか15年の間に2回も開催されるなんて尋常じゃないわ。15年前と同じようにカンパニーは全てをコントロールしようとしてる。でも最も気まぐれなアイオンが定めたこのゲームは確実に誰の手にも負えないものになるでしょう。超常現象管理局から情報をもらったわ。この子はもう知ってそうだけど、鳩川区で殺人事件が起きた。何者かがシーウィッシュマフィアの本部で大量殺人を行って、かつて失ゲマが残した痕跡、結果を残していったの。
なんだと、失ゲマがまだ生きているのか。
超常現象管理局によれば、僭越者だった失ゲマは裁判で判決を言い渡され、すでに処刑されてるそうよ。それに万が一生き返ったとしても、同じ人が2度僭越者になることはできないのが現月遊戯のルール。
つまり今回の事件は誰かによる模倣というわけか。
ええ、失ゲマの模倣犯と見ていいと思うわ。でもそれより気がかりなのは、この現月遊戯がさらに恐ろしい何かに狙われてることの方よ。今のところ失ゲマの模倣犯が現月遊戯と関係するかはまだわからないけど、あんたが犯人を倒せば二層楽園に七死人の信念を示すいい機会になるんじゃないかしら。その通りよ。ところで父さん、最近何か依頼は入ってないの？もしできるならしばらくこの世界を離れてた方がいいと思うわ。
その言葉は父を心配する娘の思いやりとして受け取ってもいいのか。
今の言葉は請求列車からの安全上のアドバイスだと思ってちょうだい。それからこの子が僭越者として現月遊戯に参加するの。私はそれを全力でサポートするつもりよ。そこでなんだけど、代々伝わる優越の仮面をしばらくこの子に預けさせてもらえない？
娘にここまで言われては反対意見なんて言えないな。分かった。仮面はこの子に預けよう。
ありがとう。話も一段落したし、もう一杯どう？
それはもう帰ってくれということか。確かに随分長居してしまったな。人生の大半は娘のそばにいてやれず、ようやくチャンスが来たかと思えば、さっさと消えろと言わんばかりの態度を取られるとは。はあ、それではこれで失礼するよ。そうだ、姫子。先祖が残した現月遊戯についての記録がいくつかあるんだ。後で学院の図書館に来てくれ。それを渡そう。
ねえ、分かったわ。ごめんなさい。父が来たせいで列車の空気が変な感じになっちゃって。
Let's head to the parlor car and check in on Welt and March. Now that my father's gone, we can all relax a bit.
Has Mr. Ryosuke left?
Yes. I told him to head home for now. After all, what is going on with the Phantasmoon Games has nothing to do with him. I'm really sorry, everyone, for bringing my personal family matters onto the Express.
Not at all. Mr. Ryusuke is your family. And that makes him part of our family too. And the most important thing for family is to be together. So he's welcome to drop by anytime.
Madame Pearl sent a message to the Express just now, inviting our supplicant to a meeting. She'll have a private car waiting for us. Yes. The meeting won't be held in some stuffy, formal reception room. She would like us to visit and tour the headquarters of a company under her name instead. Himiko, you know about Pearlux Corp, right?
Of course. It's the biggest entertainment conglomerate in plain Arcadia.
Entertainment company?
That's right. Pearlux Corp is a titan, dominating the entertainment consumer market, including cartoons, comics, games, toys, and the like. They've cornered half the market.
Oh, so that's where the Pearl in Pearlux comes from. It's a play on her name.
Did Pearl mention what she wanted to talk about?
She didn't say much, but she specifically mentioned wanting to discuss the developments regarding the Phantasmoon games, and that she could provide us with a bit of help.
Helping her opponents in the Eonic game? Oh, looks like she realizes we are all in the same boat. Perhaps she has also realized that the Phantasmoon games cannot be artificially manipulated.
We may be able to get a clearer picture of Pearl's intentions after we meet with her.
Think about it. You've already crossed paths with key figures from numerous factions, and even built rapport with some. You're already a capable Nameless who can more than hold your own. Though she holds a high administrative position on this planet, do not forget, she is also one of the 10 Stonehearts. You've already dealt with Aventurine on numerous occasions, so you should have ample experience handling members of the 10 Stonehearts.
Hey, don't worry. If things do get messy, yours truly is here to save the day.
Looks like March wants to visit too.
I'm just trying to look out for her here. Even if things do go sideways, Pearl wouldn't dare get mad at two adorable young ladies like us, right?
Well then, I'll leave this meeting to you two.
Aren't you coming with us, Himeko?
I'd like to talk with my father. Didn't he say he would hand over the records about the Phantasmoon games from our family history to me? And honestly, isn't this a good chance for you youngsters to handle things independently?
I understand. In that case, she, March, and I will be heading out now.
Oh, score! A private car! So, where are we getting picked up?
You should be familiar with it. It's just under the giant gate next to the Act Plaza.
Isn't that where we first met Sparksy? Since we're getting chauffeured there, why not just come straight to us? Perfect! I've been wanting to stop by the comic store to grab a copy of Fluffy Across the Blue.
Một tủ điện Hola M1. Dáng này đẹp nhỉ.
Look! There's a convenience store! mind if I grab a copy of Fluffy Across the Blue while we're waiting?
Is that the comic based on the Express's adventures? The author sure knows how to tap into what's trending.
The best part is that the author drew all of us as adorable little animals. Totally fits our personas, don't you think? Right back at ya, baseball raccoon.
In fact, it was recently announced that the Fluffy is getting an animated adaptation, and the copyright for it is currently held by Pearlux Corp.
It's a super memorable comic. No way can I miss getting a copy while I'm here. I promise I won't be long. A couple of minutes, tops.
Looks like we got here on the early side. Since coming to this world, I still haven't had a chance to get a street-level view of the city. How about this? We'll meet up under the ad at the plaza gate in a few minutes.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Might as well take a look around then.
Absolutely insane. Did you see the post I shared? Hey, you hear the news? There was a supplicant battle at Graphia Academy.
Yeah, I saw it. The online forums are already blowing up.
The supplicant called Sparksy. How terrifying! Actually using live streams to spread mimetic viruses. Eons, that's just evil! I can't believe the Department of Aberration Defense is letting someone that dangerous run loose!
I heard her livestream got permabanned. Good thing that Nameless from the Astral Express acted so quickly.
I wonder what the next supplicant will do.
Have you read the new chapter of Fluffy Across the Blue?
Sorry, I'm not into comics for kids.
They just released the official concept art for that giant pom-pom robot!
That mech design is totally unrealistic. What's so great about it?
Do you have the slightest clue how to talk to other people? Do you?
Hey, relax. Now, if we were talking about a fusion between Daybreak Squadron and the Raccoon, that would totally get my attention.
Wow! You are unbelievably childish!
Hello there. Would you like to learn more about the Research Society of Happy Smiles? Is the weight of work and stress in your life crushing you? Check out the Research Society of Happy Smiles.
So, this free?
Rest assured, the only thing joining our Research Society will cost you is a bit of your precious time. We've set up a venue near Dovebrook, where we offer free psychological counseling and living assistance to all visitors. All our services are provided free of charge.
I had a friend who passed away, and he mentioned you before. He told me that if I ever ran into trouble, the kind people at the Research Society would help me.
Your friend passed away? How terribly sad! But the words he left you have illuminated your path in life.
He told me that if I joined the Research Society of Happy Smiles, I could get rid of my suffering forever and be eternally happy. That true?
Of course it's true. Just look at the society we live in. Everyone's suspicious and dismissive of one another, and willing to take dangerous risks just for a little pleasure, for a thrill. Did you hear about how a streamer took over Graphia Academy and was trying to spread a mimetic virus through the internet? And over in Duffbrook, gang violence erupted and left a pile of corpses in its wake. Oh, may the Master of Elation save us all. The Research Society was founded with the sole purpose of healing humanity's incurable inner pain. Following Aha's creed, we aim to spread laughter across the mortal coil and eliminate all suffering. Of course it's possible! For this is a world blessed by the god of elation, where Aha has granted us the right to happiness. Have either of you heard about the tragedy of the Bloodstained Games 15 years ago? Why, of course you have. You're the Astral Express's superstar. You've even dug up everything there is to know about something that happened over a decade ago. There was an awful accident during the last Phantom Moon Games, and many people lost their loved ones and children. It was as if a hole that could never be filled had been drilled into their hearts, leaving only sorrow to accompany them for the rest of their lives. To escape their suffering, these people who had lost their loved ones gathered together and established a mutual support association. This was the Research Society of Happy Smiles' predecessor. It's now been well over a decade, and the Research Society continues to help more and more people emerge from the darkness in their lives and step into a brighter, happier future. Come to think of it, it would be most wonderful if a distinguished person like yourself were also interested in our Research Society. Should you find yourself with a moment to spare, please come and visit our Mutual Aid Society.
Well, if it isn't the Astral Express's superstar. Of course it's you. Looks like we really were bound to run into each other. I'm here to do my job. Problem is, you've gone and messed up my investigation. Here I was, pretending to be a broke passerby to infiltrate this shady research society. You should have ignored me, but no, you acted like some approachable celebrity waltzing into a supermarket, hijacking my conversation with their recruiter. Now, with a star like you here, I can't even test the waters anymore. You must have heard about the Sinwish Syndicate killings in Duffbrook, right? The lead I'm following might be connected to this Research Society of Happy Smiles. But I'll stop there. Not like you're going to pay for my intel, and none of this is any of your business anyway. And based on your social circle, you wouldn't be talking about the poor IPC sap who was unlucky enough to be there, huh? Planning to avenge him? I get it. I can see there's still a bit of doubt in your eyes.
Be careful. The murderer is the Herald of Death. He's dangerous.
Oh, thanks for your concern. Oh, be careful. Been a hot minute since anyone said that to me. Even so, it's my duty to solve the case. Doesn't matter if nobody pays me. I'll still find the killer and exact justice on the spot. A fool I happen to be on fairly good terms with. Revenge killings or turf wars. Wouldn't be unusual for gang members to die like that, but dying at the hands of some psycho who kills for kicks? That I can't accept. No matter where you are in the cosmos, which era, regardless of how civilization evolves, some rules will just never change. Like an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Hey, guess which lucky girl just managed to snag the last copy in the whole store? Oh, who's this?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Ashvale, the famous detective. You could say your friend and I are acquainted through past clashes. Oh. My. Celebrities truly are heartless.
First time I've ever heard anyone introduce themselves as a famous detective. Mr. Ashvale? Why are you staring at me? Is there something weird on my face?
Young lady, you're holding a copy of Fluffy Across the Blue, right? Would you mind giving it to me?
Well, give it to you! This was the last copy in the store, you know.
Oh, I see. Of course, I'm not asking you to give it away for free. I'll pay for it. The retail price is 300 credits. I can pay you 10 times sticker price. 3,000 credits, what do you say?
Hey, mister, this isn't about the money.
Because it was the last one on the shelves. True. The last item in stock is like the final slice of cake on the plate. The last prey animal on the plains never fails to stir our urge to seize it before anyone else. So, 30,000 credits. How about that? That's my final offer. I'm not exactly rolling in money here. Truth is, I'm actually buying it for that foolish friend of mine. The one who died. Today is his farewell ceremony. I thought I'd buy him his favorite comic to pay my respects. He'd always be rambling on about some raccoon with a baseball bat, and how the journey of the Express would never end, that kind of stuff. I heard those stories so many times, it felt like my ears were gonna fall off. But, after all that fuss, I completely missed the chance to buy it. Every store around here is sold out.
That's enough. My poor little heart can't handle sob stories like that. Here, Mr. Ashvale, take the comic.
Oh, thank you very much for the comic, young lady. Here's the 30,000 credits, as promised. I heard you're the real-life inspirations for the characters. Since you're here, could I perhaps trouble you to sign it?
Unbelievable. Aww.
Thank you both. If Kostat could see this from where he is now, I'm sure he'd be smiling down on us. As a token of my gratitude, I'd like to give you a friendly word of caution, little girl. I know you plan to target the Herald of Death and cement your heroic image. However, all eyes will be on you during the Phantom Moon Games. On such a public stage, discretion would be wise. Because when the masses see your magnificent miracles and wield your extraordinary power, fear and jealousy could turn their wish power into wish you ill power at the drop of a hat. Forgive the expression, but you get what I mean. So, whatever plans you might have for this Herald of Death, why not leave the whole messy affair of revenge to someone who couldn't care less about winning or losing? Like me. Just like this comic. I'm dead set on getting him.
Is he an acquaintance of yours?
He's just some weird detective who was passing by.
It's nearly time for Pearlux Corp to pick us up. We should get going.